Let's talk about the network days function in Excel in this particular video. These functions allow us to calculate the net working days between two dates. They are quite sophisticated and they can consider company holidays and weekends while calculating the net working days. For example, we know that in month of December we have 31 days. But can you calculate how many working days we had in December 2021? For that, we have to take into consideration the weekends and any other company holidays. Net workday function can help us calculate that accurately within seconds. Let's learn them with some interesting real scenarios. A consultancy ABC offers resources to a client and the client says they need a Power BI resource for the year 2022. They are willing to pay $40 an hour and the resource would work 8 hours a day. The consultancy ABC reaches out to the HR and the HR says they have a candidate willing to join, which would cost the consultancy an overall CTC of $70,000. As per ABC company policy, the candidate will get 36 leaves and 10 public holidays apart from the weekly off on Saturday and Sunday. Now, should the consultancy go ahead with this client requirement? What do you think? So, in order to make any profit, the company needs to deduct the earnings from the employee CTC, which is $70,000. The earnings are $40 an hour, 8 hours a day. So that comes to $320 a day. Now we need to calculate the total number of days the employee would work. And for that, we will use Networkdays.intl function. It expects four parameters: the start date, which in our case would be 1st January 2022 because that is when the employee will start working. The end date would be 31st December 2022, which is when the contract will end and the employee will stop working. The third parameter is the weekend days for the company. Now here you have a bunch of options you can choose from. We will choose one which signifies Saturday and Sunday, the most conventional weekend. You can choose 11 if you have only one holiday on Sunday and the number of working days would change accordingly. And the final parameter is for holidays between that duration. We have 9 official US holidays in 2022, so we will select them here and we get the number 253. But since the employee will also get 36 leaves, we need to deduct them from this number. So with Saturday and Sunday as weekend, 36 leaves and 9 holidays, the employee is only working for 217 days. If we multiply that with 320, we get a number less than $70,000. So if ABC company accepts this assignment, they will end up losing money. They can either ask the client to raise the hourly rate to 50, which will make them some profit, or they can ask the employee to work 6 days a week by changing the third parameter. That way, he will work for more days and the consultancy will make some profit. Though the second one seems highly unlikely to happen. In short, this is how networkdays.intl works. It takes four parameters as input: the start date, end date, weekends, and holidays. And on the basis of this, it evaluates the number of working days between those dates, or net working days in that duration. Net work days is similar. The only difference is that it defaults the weekends to Saturday and Sunday. So if we use net work days between 1st January 2022 and 31st December 2022 without any holidays, it will return 260 days, which is what we would get if we use networkdays.intl and 1 as the third parameter with no holidays. Actually, networkdays.intl is an extension to network days and it comes in handy for countries that follow different weekends. For example, in Middle East, weekend days are different and in some part of the world or for some companies, they have just one holiday. So networkdays.intl provides us the flexibility to calculate net working days in such situations. Let's look at another scenario. A client wants a project done and my developer gave me an estimate of 180 working days. The client wants to start the project on 9th January 2022. Can you tell me the projected end date considering the standard weekday and the same holidays? Post your answers in the comments section. You can learn or verify how to do it in the next video.